Hi, I'm Sienna, and today I'm going to show you some baby wearing basics because I get asked pretty frequently just by friends and family members. So, on a day-to-day basis, I use three different kinds of carriers. This is a Sakura Boom ring sling. They're really expensive, but babies grow out of stuff really quickly, so you can probably find some used. This is a woven wrap. This one is linen, so it's really nice for hot summer days. It's a little bit harder to learn how to use than a stretchy style wrap, but then once you have the hang of it, it's a lot more versatile and there's a lot more that you can do with it. This is a soft structure carrier. I don't remember what brand it is. It was a hand-me-down that I got from somewhere. Ergo Baby. So this is probably the easiest, most basic, most popular baby wearing method because it's just super simple. You just buckle it on. You can wear the baby on the front or the back. And then, so back ways, you would be holding the child under the butt and slide the backpack straps on like that. And then you buckle it in. This is also my favorite way to wear your two kids at once. I'd have the older child in a wrap carrier on the front and, no, other way around. Younger child on the front, older child on the back. So next, I'm going to show you how to use a ring sling. So this is my favorite just for around the house. It's not so great for a long walk because you have all the weight on one shoulder or the other and it just hurts your back, especially if you've got a big kid. So for the easiest ring sling carry, you want to just make sure that the rings are right about at your collarbone. This part should be spread nicely over your shoulder. Make sure that it's not twisted up in the back. Can I get my demo baby? This is Aldo. So, once you have the sling on, you can tuck the leggies in. And then you do what's called making a seat, which is where so you pull this up the back and then stuff this under the butt. And you want to have that come just about up to like belly button level on your baby so that their knees are bent. That's all tucked under there. You spread this across the back and tighten it up to your level of comfort. A couple of like troubleshooting things. If the rings slide down while you're tightening it, that's going to be uncomfortable for everybody. You want the rings higher up, and you can adjust them by pulling here or by kind of like wiggling it around under their butt. If you have a floppy little newborn head, take your tail, twist it up to make some head support, and tuck that in under their head. This guy's 10 months old, so he's not into that anymore. So that's how you do a hip carry with a ring sling. You can also do a back carry with a ring sling. It's a pretty quick, easy way. So excited. It's a pretty quick, easy way to get a little guy on your back. For that one, you start with the rings in the middle of your back where you want the kiddo to end up. Then it's the same concept as the hip carry. You make your seat, stick them in it. So it's basically just like you're doing a hip carry. Stuff them in there. Tighten it. And then, you don't like going on my back. Pull your rings and slide the baby onto the back. So ideally, hello, you'd want them more in the middle of your back and your rings like in a more comfortable spot instead of right there. But that's the basics of that one. Back carry with a ring sling. There's one other handy way to use a ring sling, which is better if you have like a sleepy little newborn. But I like this carry because, say, your baby's already asleep in your arms, and you want to be able to just wear them without disturbing them. This guy was a really light sleeper, so this came in handy a lot. So you've got your sleeping baby. Whatever elbow has their head, you want to slide your ring sling onto your opposite shoulder, and then pull it over the kiddo. And they can kind of lie down like this. It's nice for nursing. Obviously, he's not into it at this age. So that's the ring sling. This thing is my favorite and the one that I probably use the most often. With my first child, I just had a stretchy style wrap, which is great for learning how to use it, but then it was really hot because those synthetic materials are not as breathable as a woven wrap like this one. These are expensive, but just with anything baby related, everybody's outgrowing things all the time, so if you plan ahead and keep an eye out, you can find things used. I bought this new because I was impatient. So this is my favorite carry to do just about all the time. You'll probably see me wearing this around town, just anywhere. So you start by finding the middle of your carrier, which in this case, this one has this little black tag. So you put that right in the middle of your back. You want it pretty high up, but it doesn't matter because this is really easy to adjust. It's one of the reasons it's my favorite. So then you take your top rails, pass them over your shoulders so that it crosses in the front, like that. You can kind of organize them, make sure that it's not twisted from here. My daughter has told me that I look like I'm wearing a cape when I do this. And then grab this part, pull it down to about like the top of your hip bones. Take the tails in the back, your cape, cross them. So now you should have a cross in the front, cross in the back. It doesn't matter really too much if it gets twisted, but it is a little bit less comfortable. So then, just so you can see what I'm doing, you take those passes that you made, pull them through the ones in the front. So now, what we did, it went across your back, over your shoulders, crisscross in the front. Right? Is that what I do? And then around and through. So it should look like this. And then you tie it in a knot in the front. The way you put your kiddo in here, but this is really nice because you can just wear this all the time. And then when you're ready to get the baby in, you don't have to be messing with it. So like I will tie it on before I go somewhere so that I'm not messing with my expensive wrap carriers in a parking lot. And you slide that over their bottom. The other one over the leg, over the bottom. And just like that. Nice and secure. And with anytime you're wearing a baby, you want them close enough to kiss. You want their face to be, you want to be able to see their face. If you need to breastfeed or adjust it, untie your knot a little bit so that it's looser, grab the shoulders, pull it down, and then you can get the baby in position to nurse. Once you're ready to get the baby out of this carry, I don't actually even know what it's called, but you just roll that out over the bottom and lift it. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. So that's the carry that I wear pretty much all the time. You can easily adjust it, even wearing a backpack, wearing another child on your back. You can adjust to breastfeed or readjust the baby or get comfortable or whatever you need. One other carry that I do frequently is a wrap back carry, which is not, I wouldn't recommend it for a tiny brand new baby. I started doing it with my guy when he was like 3-4 months old, but at that point I had already practiced it with my older child, so I knew that I at least wasn't going to drop him. So it's tricky, and it can floppy little heads are floppy. So for a back carry, what you do, find the middle of your wrap. I like to lay it out flat, get the baby. Come here, bub. Hello. And put his head so that that tag is right under his neck. Then I fold the rails over his shoulders. You cannot see him, but he's trying to escape. And then pull it up under his butt. So I'm holding the wrap in 3 places. Got the baby all hammocked in there. Toss the extra tail over his leg. So he looks like this. Nice little morsel. I can throw him over my shoulder. Like that. I like to do this over the bed still, because as he gets more wiggly, it gets trickier. Hold the top rail so it's pinning baby's neck and head to you. You can stuff it between your legs and make your seat. So you do that by kind of bouncing them down is how I typically do it, and then folding the fabric up. Make sure it's nice and tight. So see, it's a pretty good seat. He should have his legs spread, not going anywhere, and we look like this. So then what I do, put one, just popped that seat. Okay, so put one rail between your legs, twist the other one, go over one leg, under the other, and then switch. Do the same with the other side. So twist it, whatever leg you went over before, you go under this time. Same, opposite. And there you go. That is the easiest, quickest back carry with a woven wrap. And then depending on how long your wrap is, this one's a size 6, so I have a lot of extra. You could tie it here, but I always feel like I'm like dipping it in dishwater when I do that. So I like fancy finishes, and I'm going to show you one of those. So you take it, twist it up, and then it should look like this. This is just my favorite way to get the extra out of my way. Just go through there, and then you can finish it off without tying it, so you don't have a big bulky knot getting in your way either. And then this is good. You can leave it right like that, or you can continue your fancy finish by going under this one, and then under this one. Spread that over your boobs so it looks nice. And that's that.